Another day, another horror film to review. In 1988, dreams and nightmares were playing a huge part in the horror genre due to the success of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. So it's no wonder that others tried to jump on the idea of people being put in real danger by their nightmares. One of those movies is the movie I'm reviewing today. So I am Torstein from Cinema Terror, and here I present to you Bad Dreams.
Can you survive bad dreams?
Bad Dreams starts out in the 70s, where we see the last day of the Unity cult. Their leader Harris is getting his family together for the final day on Earth, as he has convinced everyone to drench themselves in gasoline before he sets their house with everyone in it on fire. The only survivor was a teenage girl named Cynthia, who managed to escape from the burning room, but was knocked out unconscious before she was able to get out of the house. Her life is saved by firefighters, but she was injured so badly that she had to spend the next 13 years in a coma. To help her cope and come to terms with her past, she is put in a psychiatric hospital after she has awakened from her coma. Her struggles to adapt gets tougher when she starts to get visions and nightmares of Harris, and when other patients in the hospital start to turn up dead. Cynthia believes that Harris has found a way to transcend beyond death, and are out to get her and everyone close to her. The only thing I knew about Bad Dreams before pressing play on it today was that it was supposed to be a Nightmare on Elm Street rip-off, and that it had been released on DVD and Blu-ray on a double feature with Visiting Hours by the great guys at Scream Factory. When it comes to being a Freddy Krueger rip-off film, yeah, Bad Dreams does have several similarities, and the entire setup does take place in a mental hospital with a group of people that are having struggles, similar to what we get in Nightmare on Elm Street 3. And he of course also does give the bad guy played by Richard Lynch some burned makeup effects, which makes it hard to ignore the Freddy Krueger connection. But I love Freddy Krueger, and I do not mind rip-offs if they can bring something new to the table, so I don't hold this against Bad Dreams. What I will hold against it though is how messy of a story the film has. It felt unfocused, and it didn't take advantage of the creative freedom you can have when you're dealing with nightmares or hallucinations, as there isn't all that much dreaming going on in Bad Dreams as you might think. The premise of having a cult leader come back from death to try to get the one cult member that got away is pretty cool, but if you're going to have a dead villain come back to life, you have to do something interesting with him. Here the bad guy is basically just Richard Lynch, with little else to him. I never got an understanding of his powers, his ultimate goal, or why he needed to kill off all the other patients in the hospital. Perhaps it was explained during the film, but I didn't catch it. I generally tend to favor Lynch, but I felt he was just there during the film, and I could not get engaged in his character. However, one of the cast members that I did enjoy was Jennifer Rubin in the leading role as Cynthia. She was actually in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 only a year before as Taryn, and while I'm sure that helped in getting her this part, she does more than prove that she also deserved it. I found her charming in Bad Dreams, and I quickly found myself starting to care for her. The rest of the supporting cast are also mostly decent, with few of the characters getting much interest from me, except Dean Cameron, who was surprisingly good as the character named Ralph. I'm only used to seeing him in comedies that does not exactly rely on his great acting skills, so it was fun to see him do more and impress me in Bad Dreams.
I think you know the word I'm searching for, Cynthia. U-N-I-T-Y. Unity.
A character, or rather choice for a character, that I did not like at all was that they made Bruce Abbott's character Dr. Alex Carman fall in love with Cynthia. I guess this was the only way they could add some romance to the film, outside of whatever the hell this was. But it's just wrong to have a psychiatrist fall for a younger patient who are clearly lost and confused about everything that is going on. Bad Dreams is an uneven film that I had a decent time watching. It's not a film I would give a recommendation for, but if you are a big fan of 80s horror, then there are way worse films out there to be explored than this one. Bad Dreams is not going to be a film that sticks with me, but it did provide me with 80 minutes of acceptable entertainment, So as such, I'm going to give Bad Dreams the average score of 2.5 out of 5. A fun fact about Bad Dreams is that they actually had the big hit Sweet Child of Mine from Guns N' Roses on the soundtrack, and also had it playing during the end credits. This was before Guns had made it big, and they were actually considering shooting a music video for the song using clips from this movie, but opted for a different idea instead. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this review of Bad Dreams, and if you're new around these parts on YouTube, then check out my channel as there are plenty more of this stuff to be found on it. Thank you for watching Cinema Terror, and I'll hopefully see you again very soon.